Oliolis, hi. Welcome to That's a Dude in a Dress podcast. I'm Jose, also known as Jose Na Juan. I always say this, I'm sorry. With me is
Melissa. Hi guys. He's an asshole. Just kidding, guys. I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know, but yes, right?
I haven't seen you since right before you left to Cali.
Oh yeah, so I went to Cali. In case some of you don't know, I went to go. It was like this party that Angel was invited, and then I invited myself to.
Don't you always?
Yes, my whole life story, girl. And I went to go see Angel, J Queen. I always say his real name, and I'm like, ay Dios. J Queen, and then Tony was there. We filmed and did all that good stuff. It was a lot of fun. Andrew, thank you, by the way. But yeah, let's get to the podcast.
Okay. So this one is going to be how well you know your best friend.
Oh, my.
Maybe it's like maybe 40, 50, 60, 70 questions.
Not that many.
Just kidding. Well, we'll come to a stopping point.
Yes. So a lot of people don't know, or they do know if you're new to us, is that we've known each other for...
Since we were juniors in high school.
High school, yeah.
So
we knew of each other for some reason because we shared the same best friend.
Uh-huh.
And we had a mutual one. And
we hung out in high school. Like we did our pendejadas.
Yes, we went out, we drank.
But when I kind of started working early on, and then we kind of we kind of separated after that.
Well, so I was always like leaving the city.
Yeah, you were always moving too, so there was that. So yeah, and I was always going to your like shindigs of like, okay, going away, bon voyage, right?
Yes.
Boy.
Over and over.
Yeah,
but
over and over.
So one of the things, we didn't really get to know each other until just a year and a half ago.
When you kind of went viral,
That's the only reason she started talking.
No, because when he was coming in from Chicago to San Antonio, he was staying with me. So that's how it all started.
It just happened. That's before Jose Na Juan had already started.
Yes, it had already started. So when you were getting booked and you were having to fly in back to San Antonio,
and then living together.
Yeah, for about a year now and some change. Yeah, little over a year.
I know. Let me tell you something real quick, off topic. It is the weirdest thing because they're really quiet. Her family is really quiet for the most part.
My little family, my extended
no
family.
Oh no, yeah, they're fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like her kids.
Yeah.
Her and her kids, they're quiet. Mm-hmm. They can be asleep all day and be left alone. They have the same mood.
Mm-hmm.
Which
is weird.
And I loved making noise at their house because they're so quiet. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do this all day.
Yeah.
But now that I move on my own again, it's such a weird adjustment. I'm telling you, at night, it's so hard to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's been the toughest thing for me is to get adjusted back to being alone because I got accustomed to the noises, like Nay would get up at 12 a.m. and I already knew that. So at 12 a.m. I could hear the fridge opening and closing, because I knew she was that was the routine. I knew when he was gonna go to the restroom or to work or you to work, and so those noises were always now I'm like, what is that noise? What is that? So it takes a lot, but it's a weird thing is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, off topic, but yes, go ahead.
Yeah, it is a weird adjustment because even it's really quiet. Because anytime my mind is so chaotic all day long because I work in the day. So when I get home, I just want peace. I want it to be relaxing. And my son is very chill, very he's total opposite of what you and I would be growing up, yelling and screaming and my daughter.
Because she's a yeller and I'm naturally a yeller too.
And then with my daughter, it just comes natural for her to be necia. But
she's a teenager. She's at that age.
Yeah, she's fucking 13. I can't believe it. 13 and a 20-year-old. Fuck.
Ay Dios.
Anywho, so it's a weird. Yeah, it's a weird adjustment. It feels a little weird because you had been there for a long time. Even just when you were flying in from Chicago.
Yeah.
You were staying with us. So that was what you went. I think I was looking at it. You went viral in March of 2022.
Yeah.
So I was just so from then on till recently when you moved out in early 2024?
Yeah.
So almost
at the end of December. I'm still having to get acclimated with this house. There's like the other day. Okay, real quick. Sorry, I know we're getting off topic. We'll get to it in just a second. But the other day, I went to the restroom, and so these doors, I can't stand the way these doors are. They close right behind.
Oh yeah.
They don't stay open. Yes, and so I know that if I go to the restroom, I know that door is gonna click, right? Well, I'm not really thinking anything. So I heard the click and I was like, I'm walking to my room. I can't have doors open. So I close every single door. So I'm closing the door, but for some reason, because it was late at night, as I was closing it and I'm still picking out, right? For a split second.
He gets scared all the time.
Yes.
He scares himself.
I thought I saw myself in the other side of the door, and I said,
"Oh my God, Jose!"
And mind you, it was like 2 a.m, and I was hold on, do not freak out.
It's so easy to scare this guy. So I got him every single time. Whether I'd walk in, like sneaking. Recently, I scared you when we were meeting up for, I think it was lunch or something like that. And I came in because obviously I have a key to his apartment. I said, I'm here. Well, so he wouldn't get scared. I said...
She didn't say it loud enough. I was upstairs.
No, I texted him and I said, hey, I'm here. So that way he knew that I was inside.
Who doesn't say it?
And he coming down the stairs. I swear he almost fell off the stairs. A fucking deep breath.
Because she's like this? I was what the fuck? I thought it was a sex moment.
Like, bro.
She's like, I was oh my God.
I was like, bro, I text you.
But I'm not paying attention to my phone.
I thought you were outside.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Because I'm here. I thought you meant out there. Not I'm here on the sofa waiting for you, creepy.
So he's so easily scared.
I think it's been years of watching scary movies that it's finally catching up to me that I'm like, I am a little scared.
Every time.
But I still love watching scary movies.
Every time.
But yes. Okay, then. You were saying?
So it's gonna be, how well do you know your best friend? So we'll see where we're at with these questions.
Oh fuck!
As I was reading some of them, I was like, ooh, I don't think I know the answers to some of these things. But hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay, so here's the first question: What am I most afraid of?
Oh my God! Something happening to the kids.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. It's well, I mean, it kind of ties in with the kids. It's them not living life to the fullest or happy. I want them to be happy. I wanted to be that parent that showed them that life could be better, or you can come from a broken home and still have
flourish.
Yeah, flourish, whether it be, as an individual or with a partner.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
Yeah. I would say with you, it's probably, I would say it's probably your acting, or or where your career, like you're most afraid that maybe your career won't take off the second time around.
I think that's my biggest fear is not being able to, like you said, flourish with my acting, because I've been wanting this for so fucking long. And I've been trying my best to do every single thing. Not everything, because I gave up for a long time. But I went to acting school. I went, even the times that people were telling me, like, no, you're not good enough. You're not going to be able to do this. It's not for you. Give it to somebody else. So yes, I think that my biggest fear would be that, is not being able to showcase my talents all the way through. Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, it was, right?
Oh shit, that got deep.
Yeah. Where can you always find me?
In your fucking room. In your boring ass room.
Same with
Lay down, bitch.
Remember, I work all freaking day. All I want to do is come and...
Even on her days off, she's boring. Unless the family has something going on.
Yeah.
But she's boring, dude.
Hey, it comes with money. I don't got money. I ain't got...
She always says that. Even when she had the money, she was like, I didn't have it.
I don't like to spend it.
She doesn't. She's very coda.
But you here, home.
Home.
Home or work. Same thing. Yeah.
Home or work, work.
Or the Pegasus. That'll be the third one. Yeah.
Sponsored by it.
That strip right there.
I
You know
know.
what? I actually have fun though.
What?
I actually have fun at the strip.
It is, right?
Yeah, it's real like chill, relaxing. Like I went for my birthday. I went to Knockout. I know I was surprised.
She didn't invite, by the way.
You weren't here and you forgot.
Fuck you! I made up for it.
No,
You're
you
going
have-
to Justin
No, you
Timberlake.
have. Wait, we'll talk
Oh,
about that later.
Sorry.
So yeah. So I had fun. I have fun at the strip.
Okay.
Okay, the next one. What has been the greatest accomplishment?
Aww.
My greatest accomplishment. I'm sorry.
It's not always going to be the kids, so I'm not going to choose the kids this time. I'm going to say you getting your house.
I would say that's closest to. I would say being. So again, going back to real quick, growing up and not having people kind of push you and want to do better and want to have more and want to, thrive in life.
Yeah.
So it would be accomplishing, being able to provide for my kids by myself, or having a life that I have right now by myself. That includes buying a home, having my own vehicle.
Okay.
Being able to provide without having to be like, hey, can I get a loan? Hey, can I get a loan? Hey, can I get a loan? So that's mine.
Because one thing that people don't know is that at first you did.
I struggled in the beginning.
No, but I mean, at first you did need it, right? But
Yes.
you proved to anyone that I will pay it and I will do whatever it has to. And you've been really good with your credit and taking care of it. Like that's something that I've always noticed. I never really knew a lot from you. Like even though we spent time together in a lot of the time, but I didn't know that much of it.
Yeah.
Because she's very, very private. The other person isn't that, and would tell me, just as a concerned friend. But I honestly, I was like, oh, that's really nice. She's getting her house. Oh, she got her car. The moment that you got the car under your name.
Yes, that was the first biggest accomplishment for me, because I had to co-sign with my mom on my very first vehicle coming out of the lot.
Yeah.
So when I was able to, I was working to get whatever vehicle I got next was going to be mine. Yeah. It wasn't going to be through my mom. It wasn't going to be through anybody else. So that was one of the biggest ones. And then getting the home was the second one, because I was like, I was moving from apartment to apartment to apartment because it was costing too much, or I needed more room because the kids were getting bigger and so on and so forth. So I was like, I need to get a home and I need to stop moving. So I bought my home. I think this year will be 7 years. 7 years ago.
And I feel like the kids don't know much about
the struggle.
Or the other parts of the houses. They'll remember this one more.
No, they do. Yeah, because when I talk to my son, because obviously my son's, the oldest, so he's the one that grew up with me. We struggled together, so he doesn't have a lot of memories of, where we lived before the house. Yeah. Other than the house, the apartment that we lived before, that was it. He really doesn't remember too much of the other parts. So. And
when I talk to Nate doesn't really remember much of
because she was younger.
The house.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's a good thing. Yeah. This is a good place because it's stable. The kids don't know anything other than.
And that's what I always wanted. That's what I always tried for, was stability for my kids. Yeah.
When I was growing up, that's one of the biggest things that because people always ask me where's Paula coming from, the character Paula, blah blah blah. Is because my grandmother was the one that raised us and gave us the stability. Yeah. We might have lived in the courts, but it didn't matter. She gave us the stability to we knew where we were going to sleep every single night. We knew we had food and we didn't know how she got it. Well, we did, but she made it apparent to say, I'm going to work hard. They're going to have what they need. Yeah. And we did. I mean, we struggled, but we did. Yeah, same. My grandma. Yeah. Both my grandmothers. So again, another story, another time. Yeah. But okay, next question. Wait, what was my bitch? You didn't answer me. My bad. It's about me. It's about me. So your greatest accomplishment, I would say going viral. Going viral, and it turning out to be one of your greatest. Yeah. People got to showcase. You got to showcase what you're able to do. Like I said, going back real quick,
I was taken aback by your acting because like a lot of the times during the Jose del Barrio, I was recording that, and I was just like, holy crap, this guy can act. Like, I mean, I always saw it, but I never saw it
we would play around.
Yeah, because he's always on anytime because we never really hung out like the way that we do now. Yeah. So anytime that we would hang out, it was like for a couple of hours, like fucking years apart or weeks apart or months apart. And he was always on, so I knew he was a jokester and he always had it, but the acting ability to be able to switch it from comedy to have to be serious, I was just like, holy crap. So I would say it would be that. It would be showcasing your ability to the way that you showcase your acting.
I feel like that, yes. I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I'll always be grateful to the universe for giving me that, if that makes sense. Because I've worked really fucking hard for this. Do I still think by myself? I still think I'm like, fuck, I need acting classes. I'm not good. I need to work better at this. Like, I know that.
Of course, because there's always going to be like growth. There has to be growth.
And so every day I think of how I need to work on it. And I try my best to do it. But yeah, that's really, I mean, I'm a single guy who, if the universe took all this from me, the place I'm living, I would still be Jose. As long as you gave me the right to still act and still able to motivate, I'm fine with that. I'm so grateful that I've always had the ability to move. And if I wanted it, I want something, I'm gonna get it.
You get up and leave real quick. And so, once you set your mind, it does not go away until either he gets an answer or he accomplishes it. One of the two. So.
But I'm so grateful. I've always been like that since I was little. So I'm thankful for that. I don't know where I got that from, whether it was my grandma or my mom, or both. But I'm grateful for that. But,
okay, ready for the next one?
Yes.
And what's the biggest disappointment?
Ay, Dios.
You've been pretty spot on. I was really nervous that you weren't going to know answers.
Look at me. You're not the greatest?
The biggest disappointment. Your biggest disappointment.
From
me. Yeah.
I think yours is, fuck, this one's difficult. I want to say there's two. Can I say one?
Yeah, you can say both if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, one more than the other or whatever.
Well, no, I don't want to. Okay, I'll say one for sure.
Okay.
I think this one has to do with your ex.
Oh, yeah. First one.
I feel like he gave you the blessing of your son.
Yes.
Which she's raising a good man. He fucking is annoying from time to time, makes stupid decisions, but he's a good man at the end of the day. And I think the next one would be being stagnant in your job.
Being stagnant in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. I mean, that's where the traveling came from. So
you have said traveling a lot.
So that's being stagnant. So when COVID first started, I haven't really talked about this, but when COVID first broke out, I got it early on. I think COVID broke out. I don't remember the year, but I know it was March. I remember that 2020. Okay, so March of 2020, because I remember the kids were like on spring break and then they never went back. So it was March 2020. I got sick end of July 2020, beginning of August, and I got sick. Like I was so scared that I was gonna die from it. I ended up getting bronchitis on top of that, so that didn't help. So in that I was sick for almost 6 weeks, but then to be able to get my lungs back to like normal, it was another like 3 or 4 months, because then we're wearing masks and all of that. So it definitely put perspective into like, okay, my life has been so stagnant with my job and stagnant with life is where I felt I was disappointed. So now life is a little more better and I'm doing things and I'm like, let's travel, whatever you need from me. I'll try to do my best to help you out, so on and so forth. So I would say life is better now, but yeah, my job and just, I don't know where to go from there. it's kind of the breadwinner I'm the breadwinner right now, so it's kind of like I have to stay with it. So it's an up and down at work for sure.
I feel like I feel like you're allowing yourself the flexibility to venture out.
Yes.
You know, I remember you saying this, and this is before I moved in, is that you were like, I want more.
Yeah.
I want to do more. And if my friends around me don't want to do more, then I can't wait for them.
Yeah.
Like, I remember even it was something simple like your birthday.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go to Fredericksburg, or I want to do
whatever. Because at that time I was doing kind of a...
Because we were real upset with her.
I was doing like I was into this, like I want to do some wine tours. I wanted something different other than your typical let's go have dinner and have drinks. Like I would do that all the time. So I started doing some wine tours, you know, kind of going out to like little towns in Texas. And so at that time I was doing that. So,
I think that was the biggest thing that with her, I noticed that immediately. So I knew that part.
Yeah, so those, I would say that's where I'm at with that. Your biggest disappointments. I would say maybe family. I would say maybe you wish you had maybe a better relationship with your family.
Okay. I
whether
agree.
it be I don't think, because you guys aren't really close at all. Like there's like here and there, but even on holidays you'll go with your best friend instead of
I'll choose them over doing something with my family.
Yeah.
Just because they'll invite, but they won't invite till like maybe 30 minutes before. And that doesn't work. Yeah. That doesn't work for me.
I don't think it works for anybody. How are you going to invite 30 minutes before?
Or not even 30 minutes. Sometimes they'll invite me for the following year after it's passed. Well, for sure next year we'll do it. And I'm like, I never want to be an afterthought to anybody.
Yeah.
And if my family doesn't consider me family like that, only until I give them something. And I've always felt like that with them. Even if they didn't mean to do that, I always feel like
there is a disconnect for sure.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm only good when I'm giving them something. No other time. I feel like I'm only used when they need something from me. They might not agree with that, but that's how I feel. Yeah. But I think my biggest disappointment would be not being able to communicate that with them.
Okay.
Because I don't think we get in fights and arguments. And no matter how much you hold your tongue, I have one sister that I cannot communicate clearly with.
Yes, that's your twin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And she just doesn't give me the opportunity to say something because she's so defensive. She is one of the most human beings that I would not want to be around. And it's only because I cannot communicate with her. It is so hard. Like you and we bumped heads, but we can still say, you know what, I didn't mean to.
I think because we also had you had a conversation with me, and you're like, I do not want to live like this to where it's a constant battle with you. Yeah. Because men for me just don't. Yeah.
But I knew that with you is that men is a struggle with
it's hard, yeah.
And you'll see that throughout the podcast that we've communicated, like the one that we just did today, the forgiving, uploaded today, or last week, I should say. This is post last week.
Whatever. Last week.
Yes, but one of the biggest things is I knew that with her it was gonna be men, but with me, my sister, I feel like she sees me as what my mom used to see me, as the problem. Like that I was my father, and that I'm paying for his responsibilities.
Because you guys are the only two that are
from him,
both parents.
Yes.
Okay.
From him, because we all have separate dads. Lucky.
I know the story.
Okay.
I mean, same here. Same here.
But it's really hard to like, that one was it. So my biggest one with my family is that communication. But when you tell them something, they get upset, or whatever. It's really
it's
difficult.
like a defensive mechanism, which it shouldn't because you guys are siblings, but that's here nor there.
I love seeing them here and there. Like that, I'm okay with that. Once in a while, that's fine.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Where would we go if we go on any vacation?
Oh fuck.
Besides where we've gone, like
yeah,
where we haven't been, where we wish to go. And we've had this conversation. Well,
I know, I forgot.
I've had it because you've kind of been all over the place already. So
not outside the country though. Not too far outside the country.
Okay.
Mexico, whoops. Like I love Mexico.
But you've been to Mexico. This is your second time around, right?
One,
Didn't
two,
you do
three. Like third, fourth. But
damn.
I mean, I'm saying Mexico because I Mexico's so easy to get there.
Yeah.
Like it's harder for me. Oh yeah.
I'm like,
oh well, because
I just got there and I
there you have. And I love Mexico, but I want to see other countries other than that.
So for me first, and I'll answer for you.
Yours, I think, would be Paris.
No. Paris. I mean, it's on
Rome.
No. I mean,
New York.
No. I mean, those are yes, but I guess.
I love
okay, let me rephrase that question and add outside of the United States.
Well, that's why I was.
Yeah.
Alaska.
No.
Where did you say?
So, since as long as I can remember as a kid, it would always be. I don't know what's gravitating me to this place, but it's always been Hawaii. Hawaii is one of the
Hawaii. Really?
I don't know why. I don't know what gravitates me as a kid. I said this is where I want to go. It was before I thought of like New York and all those other Cali and all those other places, but Hawaii was the first thought. And
some parts are really expensive, but
no,
some
I
parts
know
are
that's
not
why
that expensive.
I was so jealous when my sister went. So when I traveled for the first time was in 2020, and I went to Las Vegas. 2 months later, my sister went to Hawaii. I was so jealous. The picture she was sending.
What sister?
Tiffany.
Fucking bitch.
That's what I said. Fucking bitch.
Biggie bitch. She belongs in Vegas.
Right? But she had already been to Vegas. But yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to go to Hawaii too.
Yeah. Well, you already answered the question.
No, but that's
not where you want to go.
That's not
okay.
yeah.
So yours would probably. God,
you have a plethora of this one because I don't have a specific one.
You don't, but I know you're going to Australia soon.
I'm supposed to be, yeah.
Okay.
But that's not one of the ones I had like, let's check that one out.
You've never mentioned it.
Yes, I have.
Have you? Hijo, no sé. Italy.
No. It's a good one, but no.
That would be my second one out of because my.
So Rosa, our high school friend of ours, Rosa, lives in Spain.
Oh, that's right. You did mention that Spain, and I said I'm down. You
but
did
I
say
didn't. That's not where I want. I've always wanted to see Spain. Yes, this is. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, I don't know this one.
I've always wanted to see Spain. That's one of the ones for the books.
Yeah.
So this summer they're supposed to go, and they invited me. So I was like, okay. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that afterwards. But I think I don't know why, but I've always wanted to go to Greenland.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Ooh, I would.
I don't know specifically where in Greenland, but I want to go to Greenland so bad, or I want to go to Scotland.
Scotland.
Anything with the land at the end.
Those would be nice. Those are some nice places, man.
Yeah, those are the places that before it was Paris, but then I've noticed that we're not treated very well in Paris. Like they think of us as. Because as American, I wouldn't know any French.
Yeah.
And I don't want to
same here. Like, it's just like if you were to come visit here.
Yeah, but I don't want to be treated a certain way.
No, yeah. I'm just like, why judge? Like, we're going to use...
Yes. I mean, this is how your economy works, right?
Yeah.
But, I don't know. So I've gotten a bad taste in my mouth.
Or Ireland, too.
Ireland, yes. Any land at the end. I've always said Ireland, Greenland, Finland. Like, I want to go to all those.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay.
I like greenery.
Yes. Okay, the next one. Who would you invite to my fancy dinner party?
First of all, you wouldn't have it too fancy.
Let's just say, what would the party? Who would be on my list of invites?
Just Justin Timberlake. Only Justin Timberlake.
Nah, ya está casado.
Yeah. Anyone?
Well, I mean, however you want to answer the question.
I'm just gonna answer it with people.
Let's just say with people. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, this is not. This is not.
So it's a nice little fancy dinner. It's not that big because it's her.
Mm-hmm.
So your sisters for sure, but your mom, we'll just put the family to the side because it would be your family.
Yeah.
And then of course the kids and all that. But I would say
somebody outside the family, like.
Oh, I'll take.
Like who
well, for sure, your best friend.
Yes.
Liz. Liz, I'm so bad with names. So Liz, Rosa, me.
Bianca.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't think. I don't know. Bianca.
No.
I didn't want to say. Nah, that's it. That's all I got.
I mean, there's.
Is there more?
Because my circle is very small. Like I keep it like this. Tiny. So, yeah, I think you got most of them. I mean, would there be coworkers? Maybe, but I don't want to mention them on here.
But I don't know them.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Yeah, I don't know them.
I don't want to mention them on here. So, but yeah, they would probably get invited.
I said that, so I had it right.
No, you had it right. That's what I was like. Maybe.
I was gonna say that one, but I was only.
maybe then, maybe not.
Okay, so me.
So you would be more of. You really don't have friends.
Thank you.
Bianca, Angel, J Queen. Vanessa.
Budanesa. No, but she has kids. I wouldn't want to.
Nah, she'd bring all her kids.
No, que se quede allá. Angel's brothers.
Oh, yeah, Angel's brothers. They're really, really sweet.
Yes, they're handsome.
Let's see. Bianca, her parents.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Her sisters.
That way your family, huh?
Her sisters and her family. Like I'm close to my Bianca's that side of the family, so them for sure. Any of them.
Any of them. I was like, well, yeah. I mean, your family it's up to you.
Yo, no.
I'd be like, you give me a list. No, of course they would get invited.
My nephews and nieces for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Y la Erika?
Yes, because I might not be close to my siblings, but some of my nephews and nieces I am closest to. Yeah, I think that's it. No, but Erica would be like, can you do my makeup on your day? No, te lo digo, I'm not doing your damn makeup on your day.
She would still come. She'll clean up after everybody. You guys okay? I
know. I'm like, sit the fuck down. This is not your party. Hijo, when I want her to enjoy it, she doesn't fucking sit down.
She can. She's so used to moving.
She's a sweetheart, though.
Yeah,
I love her.
Where did we meet? We had to do this one specifically. I don't have a memory, but let's try. Let's try.
So we met through a mutual friend that she still has in her life, and I don't remember. I know it's through her.
Yes, but what? Well, not. We have to like where, like.
It was in high school, but I don't know if it was like at a rally or if it was we were sitting
at a rally. A pep rally.
I want to say it was during lunch, wasn't it?
Shit, okay, so my first memory was you stood with what's her name in her quince? Anna. That's where I remember.
Not the ex-girlfriend.
That's my first memory of you. Y'all were getting down on the dance floor. Y'all were like.
I'm always still getting down on the dance floor.
But that's my first memory of you. So I would say maybe in that time frame.
Damn, that was a good one. Anna, I miss you. She got married and all that good stuff. I hope she has kids and all that good stuff. Anyway, I don't remember that.
First memory, then maybe they can kind of mesh together.
No, bitch, I don't remember. None
in high school.
I think because it meshed so quickly and so well, like because we had more than just her mutual friends. Oh, you were in cosmetology, right?
Yeah.
That's where I remember.
Okay.
Because I went to go do but I think that was senior year.
Oh, I was out senior year. Yeah, I was out of it already.
Junior.
Junior's when.
When was the one where we had where they had pictures and you could do sexy photos?
That was photography.
Yeah. No, they did it. So they had.
Oh,
it set
I
up.
remember. Yeah.
That you guys would do our makeup and our hair, and then you guys.
In.
Yes, we would do it there. Was it junior?
No, I wasn't there. It probably was senior year. But you and I met junior year.
I want to say it was
cosmetology. We were already hanging out.
Because we were, I was going over there, even when I wasn't supposed to be. I would be like, hey, what happened?
Probably, yeah. That one, then probably through the mutual friend. So that's my first memory of you.
I don't have a first memory.
Yeah. So that's where I was like, okay.
I don't even have a first memory of.
Oh damn.
Because it just coincided really well in high school.
So was there classes together at least? Because you and I didn't have classes together. I remember for your birthday, we bought you balloons. We have pictures of you holding balloons.
Sure.
Only because I recently, not recently, but in the last maybe 3 or 4 months, I've gone back through pictures, so.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that. But I do remember, just going out and, doing stuff. So, that stuff I remember. Yeah, going out I do. Because remember, this person would invite this other person, this other person would invite, and then by the time you knew it was already 4 or 5 girls.
There was always 4 of us. And then one of them kind of stopped going to school, so it was 3 of us.
Yeah.
And then I started working, so then it was just 2 of them.
Yeah.
So it was and they were going out early on, so that's
yeah, because this one's been working for
since I was 16, yeah.
At the same company.
No.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It wouldn't take long after that.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, what's the next one?
Wait. Okay, yeah, I asked you. I was like, did I ask you? I think this one kind of ties in. Back then, did you think we'd be friends for this long? Oh, God, no.
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 No, I was already terminating in my head.
Same. You and I were on the same
page.
Boat. Yep.
Because I had talked to my best friend, who was Bianca. I had told her, I said, I don't think Melissa and I are gonna be friends for long.
Same.
We're just not gonna. It's not gonna happen. I said, and I think this is the year that I kind of want to get rid of her.
Mm-hmm. Same thing, because I was in the same boat. Yeah, we weren't.
We just weren't. Mm-mm.
And you and I had a conversation before. You were still living in Chicago, and you and I talked for we've never talked that long. We talked for a couple of hours, and I was in the same boat you were. I didn't want to be friends with you anymore because we weren't. It wasn't going anywhere. We weren't benefiting each other.
No, we weren't. We wouldn't communicate deeply. We would see each other, but it was
just dinner.
Yeah, and if us, we were a 3 mutual friend, right? It was 1 mutual and then us 2.
Yeah.
And you would bite my head off when you didn't agree to something, but you didn't know the whole story. Mm-hmm. And then I would bite your head off.
We were constantly. I totally forgot. You and I would bicker all the time. All the time.
All the time, because we didn't know where none of this was coming from. Mm-mm. All we heard is our part of the story, and then we're like, well, fuck you, no, fuck you, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And so it's been hard to try to get a hold. But I remember specifically one time we were, I don't remember where we were, but I told you I think it was my house. And I said, this is weird for you. Or this is weird, right?
Oh, no, we were at my house. You were cooking dinner for us. Yeah, because we were...
And it wasn't too long ago.
No, it wasn't. It was again, right before you went viral. No, Jose, I don't think you had even moved, or did you move?
No, I hadn't moved. I just...
Yeah, so it was years before. So I was no.
I was all, this is uncomfortable, right? And you were like, no. I was all, oh, it is for me. Yeah. Because
and I understood
we've never been... the other person hadn't arrived yet. Yeah. And we were never by ourselves. Yeah. If we were by ourselves, it's because the other person got off the car and went to go do something real quick.
Yeah, we're just
it was a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were really...
But I was never uncomfortable. But I understood why you felt like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was because I was more invested into the other person.
I think because I wasn't really a person who invested anyway. Unless you invested in me, so I was okay. I was like, okay, well, you don't invest in me, I don't invest in you. We're good.
Yeah, that's
kind of
that's how we were the entire time. when we finally said it to each other, I was like, I'm done with you. No, I'm done with you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, how funny, right?
Yeah, we were both in agreement. And I think because you and I, even though we're so different, there's a lot of, we think alike.
We have a lot of similar when it comes to the way we love.
Mm-hmm.
It is unconditional. Mm-hmm. Yes, I have a fucking fat mouth, but she doesn't, which is the opposite of how I like. Mm-hmm. I have another one, and she's like her. Mm-hmm. Like I was
she's
watching
even quieter.
Quieter. And I love the fact that they're like that. Mm-hmm. They're the complete opposite of how I am.
Yeah, it's a healthy balance for sure.
I agree.
But when we get crazy, we
get real crazy.
So I think that's why it was good that you kind of had that conversation with me. And it's like, hey, like we don't always have to fight. And I was like, he's right.
No, because I wanted her to know, like, I get it. We're still getting to know each other, but I want her to feel safe.
Yeah.
Because we never really felt safe around each other. Like
because we weren't investing.
It was like obligation over anything. And I always knew, oh, you're inviting her. Do you have to? I would literally tell the other person, do you have to invite her?
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I would tell, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Do you have to invite her? And she's all, shut up, don't be rude. And I said, well, she's not really my best friend. Why are we inviting her over? Yeah. But that's, I don't know if she ever told you.
No.
Oh, that was nice.
Not.
But
that was nice.
That was nice.
Because
I said it's because in the past 20-something years, I would say it periodically through like moments when I just wanted it to be me and her, and I was like, "Do you have to fucking invite Melissa? Because I don't want her to come." I was like, "Fuck that bitch!" And then as soon as you would come, I was like, "Hi, Melissa." And then I was like,
fake. Look at that shit.
It's because I wasn't invested. So why are we picking her up? So I was like, fuck her. We're just going to dinner.
Yes, puto.
But we got to. Sorry that anyway. But we got to like now get closer. That now I'm like, no, I can't see it without like.
Same. I was just like this month. That's why I got mad at you. You can't even call me and see if I was okay. I was sick for I don't know how long. Blah blah blah. And he's like, hey, how you doing? I was like, this.
But remember, you and I are.
Yeah, but we're also like that. We need time.
We need to leave it left alone. Yeah. So when she's sick, I remember when this bitch was sick and I was living with her. She's like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Let me sleep. And when I let her sleep, so you didn't see if I needed it.
At least text and say, hey, do you need soup? Do you need Gatorade? Algo?
But I was like, oh, I want to leave her alone until she gets better. If it was bad, you would have said, this is bad. I need to go to the hospital. Mm-hmm. Something, bitch.
Hospital. Get out of here. I'm coming. I'll go visit you. I won't take you, but I'll go visit you.
I'll go take Nate.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a good one.
Next question. What was the most embarrassing moment?
For you, I would say.
What's the most embarrassing? I don't think I have a most embarrassing. Do I? I don't think I've really talked about that.
Really?
I don't think so. I don't think I have an embarrassing moment. Because I'm kind of,
I do. I don't really know of an embarrassing moment.
God, that one's, I'm stuck on that one.
Just your ex. Yeah. That was embarrassing. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell me, which one?
I don't know. I don't really have one. I guess you can say dating that motherfucker.
No, there has to be like just an embarrassing moment that you've had.
I mean, when I fall.
But which one?
I mean, God, I used to fall a lot at work.
Did you?
Yeah, but
Oh.
Maybe if they catch me on camera.
So I
don't know. I don't have one.
I have like a reflex to that. Anytime something happens, last night I went to go have dinner with two of my friends, and we're sitting down for Margarita Day, and we're sitting down.
Margarita Day. I celebrate all the national holidays. And so the waitress
I don't know what, but she reminds me of my sister that passed away.
Oh God.
So I'm kind of giving her a little bit of hope, but I'm also not looking at her. Well, she's passing by and she drops all the food on top of somebody. I'm not staring at her.
But still, you're just like...
I was like, oh my God. And so I turn around. I don't stare anymore. I turn around because Bianca, when she was in her plus size version, one time when we were walking back, it was the bar was so close to the house. It was like 3 blocks away.
Oh God.
She fell. And we were, and
Did
when
you laugh?
naturally,
Did you laugh?
not at first. At first I was like, are you okay? And they were like, her friend was like, stop, turn around. And I was like, oh my God. So now I'm gonna laugh. We all turned around and I was like,
oh God. I would laugh first.
But Bianca was not laughing. And I was like, are you okay? She's like, shut up, leave me alone. And I said,
I'm only laughing because of all my memories are coming back of when I fell.
Yes. So now anytime.
Oh, I know when.
Okay,
I have an embarrassing. Go ahead. Sorry, finish.
No, that was good. That was it.
So it brought back a memory. So my sister was having a gender reveal for one of her fourth child, and I was walking out. Well, nobody has ever.
Hold on, bitch. You don't need no damn gender reveal after your fourth child.
Well, it's the first.
The surprise is close your fucking legs. 4 kids and you want to do a gender reveal? Hazte el hocico.
You need to.
I am so mad. I hate buying gifts for gender reveal.
He didn't even buy one. I don't know why he's mad.
I know, but still.
Anywho, so it's because the grandparents. This was going to be their first grandchild on the father's side.
Oh, okay.
So
that's nice.
So anyways, so I had worn shorts that day. I don't wear shorts. I recently started wearing them.
That's good.
And everybody was like, what the hell? You're wearing shorts? Blah, blah, blah. Right? It was a whole thing. Well, walking out, we're all leaving. It's my stepdad, myself, and everybody that's behind me. My mom, my sister, my son, my daughter. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if I tripped on something, but I tripped and I fell on both my knees. My stepdad turns around and it doesn't even look right. He's like, Jean, go, man, what happened? And he's yelling at me and I'm laughing my ass off. And I was like, bro, get the fuck away because it doesn't look right. Like he's literally standing right in front of me like, are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. And everybody behind me. It looks like I'm praying because it happened to be at a
Thank you, Allah. I'm respectfully, of course.
Because this happened to be a church that we were having the little she was having a gender reveal. So
God.
Swear, I said, oh my God, I could not stop. I was so red. I couldn't get up. I was like, y'all get the fuck away. Let me sit down so I could try to get up. Just my son's trying to help me, and I was like, you can't even help me, Menso. Oh man. So I would say
that was good.
That one was a good one because my stepdad was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with you? I can't even pick you up.
I think mine was something. I shit my pants.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me. Wasn't it recently too?
It was as an adult.
It was recently.
I was trying my best to hold it.
About that. Yeah.
And I was so, I think I was in your house.
Yes, you were in your house because I remember coming home. You're like,
it's gonna be vulgar. So if you don't want to hear it, fast forward. I was like, la-di-da. Yeah, I was like, la-di-da in the living room. And I was like, you know when you have to just fart?
Yeah.
But your stomach is messing with your, like.
Yeah, you didn't know which one it is.
You don't know which one. So I was like, oh, it's just a little fart, beep. And me salió caca. I was like, ah! I ran to the restroom because at first I was like,
luckily nobody was home.
That was wet.
I hate those.
Oh, it was so bad. Nobody was home. But I think I burned it. I don't know what it was, but I was not gonna wash it. I wanted to burn it. I wanted to forget it. Because se me salió caca. Like gushy caca.
Ew.
I was like, oh my God. I was so embarrassed. Nobody was around, but
this this was like a month ago, maybe two.
No, a couple, no, like 4, 5, 6, something like that.
Ew,
but
that
it was
funny.
so bad.
Yeah, you're right.
You just heard me screaming.
You're right. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yes,
It's okay. So we did have him.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
No, I think that's it for the podcast because we're on already 40 something, right? How many minutes is that?
We're at 50.
Yeah, we're good because.
Okay, let's close it up with one last question.
Okay, one last question.
Okay, so let me pick one.
A funny one.
I know I'm trying to. Well, they were all funny.
Yeah, they were good. This is good.
We would have to do a part 2 of this.
Yes,
definitely.
for sure.
Okay, one last question. I'm trying to find one that can kind of close it out. Okay, let me do this one. What's the first thing you would do if I won the lottery?
If you want it?
If I want it, and then I would answer if you want it.
Okay, so the first thing you would do...
No, the first thing you would do. I think
I would do?
Let's see.
If you want it?
Hold on.
I would beg you for money.
Yeah, right? Oh, no, what's the first thing I would do if I won the lottery?
Oh, yeah, I was like, why would I?
Because you know how sometimes friends act, well, hey.
No, I think you would definitely pay your house off. Mm-hmm. And the essentials, because she's very responsible like that. Mm-hmm. Make sure she pays the cars, because her fucking son, pay her cars off so he has good credit, pay hers off, I think that's the first, first thing she would do is not tell anyone.
Yeah, I would go in masked up, gloves. Yeah, I don't know if you saw one person that won.
You can do it quietly though sometimes.
Oh yeah, well, and then this person showed up and said, "I'm putting a mask on and I'm putting gloves on to go side." So you didn't know who the person was that won it.
No, that's smart. I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to know either.
Yeah, because then everybody coming out of the
woodworks. They say they do, because I saw this one time from a guy that was on TikTok and won money. He says, "Do not tell anybody for the first couple of years. Don't say anything." He's all, "Don't change anything." He says, "Keep the same job, keep it consistent." He said, because the moment that they know, he goes, they come asking you for money.
I would definitely change. I would still keep my job to not change the behavior, but I would change what I work.
Okay,
I would be like, only these days, this time, and that's it.
Switch me to part-time.
Yeah, probably.
To 1 day a month.
Right? Or 1 day a week. Or however I would figure it out. But yeah, I would definitely pay off my home, my vehicles.
No, that's too obvious, because then I would be like, how are you going to pay your bills, honey?
I'm like, don't worry about it. I got honeys. I got sugar daddies. Right? That's what I would say. I would just make up some bullshit. But yeah, and I would definitely look for property to move to a different home.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I would still keep that home, rebuild, completely knock it down and rebuild it, and either keep it within the family or give it to
the kids.
The kids, yeah, depending on what they want to do. But yeah, that's what I would do. For you, you're not really investing. You don't really want to invest in a home, not yet. With the way that you're nomad, you go everywhere. So I would say you'd probably get a vehicle first. Because the vehicle you got it because you needed it. So probably one of your dream vehicles, and maybe move to Cali. I don't think you want to move to anywhere else, because that's where your acting's at. I may be wrong. I'm wrong, because we have never talked. Okay. I know I'm wrong.
So I already know, like, this is why I work fucking hard, so I can make sure that
that's right. You did talk about it.
Is that her house, because I know she doesn't want to move yet.
Yeah.
And that she's told me this out of her mouth. She said, I would pay my house off and then rebuild it.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, that's where I would put the money. Like, it wouldn't be the first thing. My first thing I would do is I would buy the acre of land.
Yes.
And her and I would build the house next to each other.
Like, we'll be right next to each other, and
within the same acres.
Yeah, like you two would, and then you would be like, I'll invite you at the afterthought.
Yeah. No, because she had said.
No, but I have friends.
But we've talked about this, and she says, I don't want to move. I want to rebuild my house.
Yeah.
And so I thought, oh, perfect. Then I would just give her money so she could rebuild her house.
I think now it would be like, okay, the kids can have it and I'll move.
Oh, pues chingado.
Because I would want, I
Yeah.
would want smaller because the kids are already, they're getting older.
Yeah.
So it's because I recently had a conversation with my other friend, my other bestie. So I was just like, because her and I talk about rocking chairs y que esto y que el otro. I say, you know what? Everybody should just live on the same freaking block. Whether it be 2 houses down, 3 houses down, we can walk to each other's house.
And I think that's the idea, like with me and Bianca, because we've done this for a very long time. Is that I've always said, as soon as I get it, I even have I swear to you, I'm kidding with you. I drive around and I'm like looking for lots. I'm like, no, that's not big enough.
So you're thinking about like recently?
Yeah.
Not recently, but in the next like 5 or 6 years?
No. I do want my house here in San Antonio. I want to live here, but I know it's not going to be the house that I will.
I mean, actors always come back though.
Yes.
They always come back.
There's always a home, and this is going to be the home. But Cali would be like
your work.
a condo
or
an apartment.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be a home.
Yeah.
And if I were to get a home, I would.
Yeah, you can see that.
I would invest it somehow when I'm not there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the idea. I work hard, so that's. So
you're right. You did mention that. I just totally slipped my mind.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But I still wouldn't tell pictures. I'd be like, no, my online stuff is doing really well.
Yeah, it's doing so well.
It's so well.
Would you still continue doing that?
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, you would.
I would, but I would do edit. I would get somebody to edit all my videos.
Yeah.
All of them. I would hate to do that. Everything green screen. I want to be flying.
You would have like a production. Yeah.
You have a whole production in my house.
Yeah.
I would build a production like company back there.
That's good. Okay. Good.
That's
all
the
right,
dream.
Guys.
Oh, with that said, thank you for listening. This is sponsored by Magia Coffee. It's right here. And your discount code is Osena Juan 15 or 20. I know, I forget. I know. Dame un besito because we gotta go.
Bye, guys.
Bye.